My name is Trace Chapline. I'm 22 years old. My pronouns are he, him. And I started the COWIB internship after serving for about 2 years on the Oklahoma City Youth Action Board. I started on that board after experiencing around 6 months of homelessness at the end of 2021 and the start of 2022. And then I stayed on that board for around all of 2022, and in 2023 I had the opportunity to apply to the COWIB position, which was worked out with my Youth Action Board advisor, and I was going to be in an internship with COWIB, partnered with the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, serving under the Runaway and Homeless Youth Team, and also at the same time, or I think potentially before this internship, I had obtained my Peer Recovery Support Specialist certification, and I started the internship, and I worked there for around 3 months, I think, 3 or 4 months, and I just kind of helped with the Runaway and Homeless Youth Team, just helping them with different tasks. One of the tasks I do remember was a 40-page document about the Native American tribes here in Oklahoma and what kind of resources they are providing unaccompanied youth. And that was like the biggest project that I worked on in the internship. When the internship ended, I was able to have the opportunity to apply to a position at Solari and 988 to be a follow-up specialist for their 988 program, and I applied and I ended up getting the job, and that's where I'm working now. It's a work-from-home job, and I work for 988 as a follow-up specialist now, thanks to COWIB and all the opportunities that I was able to have. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in the past 2 years. I've had a lot of growth happen since my experience with homelessness, and have been able to work with a bunch of service providers and organizations combating youth homelessness, and now with my job at 988 I get to help other people who are just going through some difficult times. So,
did you find any challenges with the COWIB program?
No, not really. I mean, the only challenges I would say are just transportation, because I don't really have I don't have a car, and so it's really hard to get around in Oklahoma City without a car, but
Sure.
I was able to make it work. So
That's fantastic. It sounds like you have gained a lot of resources with all of the things that you've been through for the last couple of years.
yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, it's even if like some of those resources aren't necessarily like gonna work for my specific like scenario or circumstances, it's just nice to have, like all these different resources available. So.
That's great. That's great. Anything else that you would like to share about your journey from homelessness to housed and employed?
Yeah, just that I was very lucky, and that it's extremely difficult to go from homelessness to housing and employment, or homelessness to employment to housing. Like, it's extremely stressful, it's extremely difficult, and not many people have the same opportunities that I did. So
Yeah.
I'm just really lucky.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
For anybody that hasn't heard about the workforce program, what would you tell them?
I would tell them it's definitely worth it to further your career, especially if you can just find a passion that you're into, and that'll work with COWIB, and it can help, kind of get you off the ground in terms of starting that career. So it's kind of what helped me. So yeah.
Wonderful.